reality check 2.
Reality check 2, because some of you have heard reality check 1, a speech I gave about almost getting killed in a car and how it made me think how fortunate I was to choose this universe among all the multi-universes out there. This universe where I didn't get killed. A similar thing happened to me recently with a twist to it, which is why it's reality check 2. A few weeks ago, on a Saturday, about 1:30 in the afternoon, after I finished working out at the gym, I got a call from my son, who's grown up, sort of about your age, living in New York City, where, among other things, he does bicycle racing. So he's got, you know, the whole gear, the hats, the fancy, colorful outfit, the skinny little bicycle. And I knew that that Saturday morning he had a bicycle race. It's really competitive racing where you go for time and many, many laps. And when he called me, I expected him to tell me about the results of the bike race. I said, Stefan, how did you do? He said, well, I didn't race today. So why is that? He said, well, I almost got killed this morning. Wow, what happened, Stefan? He said, well, I was going to the site for the bike race. I was a little late, so I was rushing. And I got to an intersection. I had the light in my favor. And as I was speeding through the intersection, I caught out of the side of my eye a panel truck also heading into the intersection. And it was at that point that the light just changed, and this guy was trying to get through the light, even though I was trying to get through the light, and we were headed for a T-bone collision. He said, at the last minute, because I caught him out of the side of my eye, I made a turn like this, and he sideswiped me, knocked my bike down. The bike was messed up. Fortunately, I only got scratched up on the side, and the panel truck went on through the intersection. He said, if I didn't see him, I would have gotten T-boned. I would have gotten thrown and certainly killed. And my first reaction was, whew, I'm glad that didn't happen. I'm glad to hear that, Stefan. I got a little, shaky. And I thought, well, glad I chose the universe where that didn't happen, right? And I even told him that. I said, fortunate you and I chose the universe where you didn't get killed. So he said, I'm happy too. But the funny thing about it was the next few days, I had a more, let's say, prosaic, down to the earth reaction. Over the next few days, a lot of good things were happening to me at work. There were big grants were coming in. I was getting a lot of good news. And my reaction was, had my son gotten killed, I wouldn't care about any of these things. It wouldn't matter that I got all these big grants coming in. They're really important to me, and I was happy. I thought, wow, had this gone a different way, none of this would have mattered. I would have been depressed, crying, really in bad shape, because my son is very dear to me. So I had perhaps a very ordinary human reality check, one you all heard about before, which is appreciate the people you love and who are dear to you, because you never know when circumstances like an accident could happen and take them from you. And all those other things which you think are so important turn out to be not important at all compared to the relationship you have. Now, you've all heard this before. This is not new. This is not a new message. But it comes home to you when something like this happens. You think, oh yeah, now I know what they're talking about. If he had died, man, none of this shit would have mattered at all. So, if you find yourself getting too caught up in your work, being a workaholic, right? caring about that and getting concerned about your job and stuff, remember, it's the people close to you and the people you love that really are influencing your life. And make sure they're influencing your life because you're in their life, connected with them. And put those other things in the right perspective. If you do that, not only will you appreciate the people close to you more, but you'll have a better balance in life between the things that are really important and the things like working 80 hours a week, which and don't matter if the people next to you are gone. Mr. Toastmaster.
If you can for that, not